So, EA have gone and confirmed our worst fears. Once again, Star Wars fans in terms of gaming just cannot catch a damn break. Now, this is going to be a different video to normal. There's not really going to be any structure behind it. It's just going to be me saying stuff. So no beating around it. I'm just going to dive straight into it today. Give you guys my thoughts, probably a little bit of a rant, and talk about the channel's future. So EA went and communicated today about Star Wars games at EA Play Live, and they came out and said this. We won't be showing any new Star Wars games at EA Play Live on July 22nd, but all of us look forward to celebrating with you next year when we share our vision for the galaxy far, far away. So this was tweeted out at 1:30 AM my time, so I was asleep when it happened, and I woke up, opened my Twitter, and my Twitter had basically just blown up, tags and ats all over the place, and then I saw why. I thought this was actually a joke when I read it, but lo and behold, it's actually true. It's not a joke, somehow. So no Star Wars at EA Play Live this year, which means another year of probably nothing. I don't even know where to begin here, to be honest. Now, look, I've always said that as mistreated as Star Wars has been in the past from EA, I've always wanted them to have some form of attachment to Star Wars because of games like Battlefront from DICE and Fallen Order from Respawn. And there has been times where EA have actually done really well. So I always thought that the exclusive rights opening up, but EA still making Star Wars games was a great idea, like best of both worlds. But today, for EA, this is just a massive, massive L. There is no other way around it. And I think, surely, even them, they know it. The fact that sports franchises like FIFA and Madden can get crapped out every 12 months, but Star Wars games can't have anything at all, despite EA's CEO saying that they were doubling down on Star Wars games, just makes no sense to me. Now look, I understand if, they said there will be no full-blown reveals at EA Play Live. Like trailers, gameplay, stuff like that. Because ultimately, games do take a long time to develop. I know this, and most people do. So, I think we'd fully understand that, but they're not even going to be showing anything. No plans for anything in future. No logo drops. Nothing. Not even what we got for Fallen Order a few years ago, which was a dude sitting in a chair saying, yep, new Star Wars game's coming. And that was about it. We're not even going to be getting that. So the bare minimum, it's not happening, which is just beyond comprehension to me. Now look, I think when it comes to Star Wars under EA, I've always been really fair, not biased, I am an EA game changer, and EA have always been really nice to me, and everyone from EA that I've spoken to have been really, really, really nice people. And as a game changer, that's what I want to help them do, change the games for the better. So I've always been fair, but I've never been a yes man, and I've never been a hater. But today is just a huge, huge letdown, and an almost inexcusable one. The reason being, it's not the fans that have hyped this up. EA have been doing it themselves, so the fans naturally followed. You had EA's CEO saying that they were doubling down on Star Wars. You had them tweet out in January that they love Star Wars and are committed to making more games. Then they spend a month hyping up Jedi Fallen Order with tweets leading to EA Play Live saying stuff like, now is a great time to get back into Fallen Order, wink wink. Then a week before the event starts, they say, nah, no Star Wars at EA Play Live, lads. See you next year. That's poor. That's just not okay. Now, I did tweet about this, but I do appreciate the communication from EA here. One thing EA has severely lacked with Star Wars, pretty much for the entirety of the Star Wars license, is communication. They do not communicate. And that may be their fault. It could be Lucasfilm and Disney, because at the end of the day, no matter how big EA are, they have to bend the knee to Lucasfilm and Disney. So the lack of communication could have multiple parties to throw the blame at. The problem here is they waited a week before EA Play Live to say that there's going to be nothing, after spending a month hyping up Fallen Order, after tweeting out this and that, and again, EA CEO saying that they were going to be doubling down. Honestly, have a drink every time I mention that double down thing. You'd be blind drunk. So EA have kind of made their bed, but we the fans have to sleep in it. This isn't the fans' fault through hyping up nothing. EA, they're the ones that done the hyping, and they just haven't done the delivering. I mean, you just got to take a scroll through the comments on the tweet EA made about this. I mean, look at these. The writing is on the wall. You can see what people think. I don't think anybody took this news well, and I don't blame them in the slightest. And I'm telling you what, I'm sure there's probably people at EA that are just as frustrated as we are. Like, I know a lot of these guys, they're fans too, and they probably think it sucks as well, because it just does. Like, the worst case scenario was this, and just our luck really that it actually just happened. I just can't believe the rough ride Star Wars fans have had in the past 2 years after coming so far. It seems like everyone else has so much to look forward to with their games, so much getting revealed, a big recovery since the pandemic started. And then there's us. We like that meme of the skeleton at the bottom of the pool, like that's us, and has been us for a long time, and it's going to continue for another year, which is so frustrating. But silver lining time. If there is a positive to take from this, then it is what EA said in the last sentence of the tweet. All of us look forward to celebrating with you next year when we share our vision for the galaxy far, far away. So EA Play Live 2022. It's gonna be a big one, and it has to be. So they're confirming Star Wars will be there next year, which is better than a kick up the arse, which, you know, we'll take it because getting kicked up the arse has been a pretty common occurrence for us lately. And it's probably going to be the biggest event for Star Wars games we have ever seen. The only problem is we have to wait another year for it to happen. Like, we just spent like a year and a half, 2 years waiting for something because, let's be real, Squadrons didn't fill a void. Squadrons kind of felt like it never happened. Now, another thing we do have to look forward to, I guess, is Star Wars Celebration in May 2022. So I think there is a big chance we could see some Star Wars game reveals there, as well as EA Play Live 2022. And I gotta be honest, 2022 as a whole is gonna be the year to look out for Star Wars games. So I just think that 2021 is dead. 2021, it's a write-off for Star Wars games. I don't think we're gonna get anything. I don't think we're gonna get any reveals, but we could still get announcements for future projects. Credible leaks from proven sources, you know, all that stuff, which I will cover if it happens. Now, that leads me on to my next point of the video, which is a channel update / information segment for what this bad news means for the channel. As for those of you who do watch these videos regularly, you will know I did say a couple of weeks ago that if EA Play Live was a bust for Star Wars games, then I'd be reassessing the channel because the last year or so has just not been enjoyable as a content creator for Star Wars games because nothing has been happening. Like, full transparency with you guys, it's been miserable and I have not enjoyed it. I've just done it because at times it's cathartic for me to make videos, and of course I am full-time, so it does pay my bills, and there has occasionally been stuff worth covering, like today. But as for going forward, given this recent news, I think the current plan is I'm just not going to make videos for the sake of it. If there is something to talk about, you know, I'll make a video on it. I'll of course do my annual videos on each Star Wars game like I've done in the past, as you guys seem to really love them. So they will be a thing going forward, and like I said, any worthy news or updates for Star Wars games will be covered, but I stress worthy because I'm not going to be covering small things here or there. I know some people say just cover other games. Unfortunately, that's just not how YouTube works. If I was to cover a different game or games, then my channel would literally just die. Once you have a few videos in a row that your regulars don't click on, YouTube's algorithm goes, oh, nobody's interested in him anymore. So I will be staying within Star Wars games. So realistically, nothing is really going to change. I'm just not going to be forcing anything. So this isn't a finale or anything like that. There's just going to be a small change of approach going forward. But guys, that is pretty much it for me today. Terrible news, I know, trust me. This entire situation is completely mind-blowing, to be honest, and I guess it just continues the rotten luck we have had for Star Wars games lately. It's been a long 2 years, and we got a whole nother year to keep waiting. It's gonna suck. This entire situation has just been a mess. Nothing has gone our way, and that's just continued on today. So if you did enjoy this video somehow, drop a like. I don't really care, but do let me know your thoughts on this below. Either way, in the comments, I do care about that. And if you want to, hit subscribe as we take on another year of pain. But until next time, stay strong, guys, and I'll talk to you guys when I talk to you next. Adios.